Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I have another episode for the CSGO How to Get Better series, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to make Buybinds and edit your config and all this good stuff. So, if you're new to Counter-Strike, you guys probably don't know what that means. If you have played the other games, you should or probably are familiar or maybe have heard of Buybinds or configs and stuff, but I'm going to show you what to do. So config is basically stands for configuration, and it means, well, that's weird. It means like you can change your settings in the game. For example, it's like the console, except the config is just settings in your actual Counter-Strike folder, and when you start up the game, your config will load depending on what you changed in it. Like if you change the FOV in your config, it'll load in your game. Same thing as the console does. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to use it today. So today we're gonna focus on Buybinds, and I'm also gonna show you guys some other console commands you can use. So first thing you want to do is go to your computer, local disk, C drive for me, program files, x86 or program files depending on your operating system. You find Steam, you click on Steam Apps, Common folder, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which you should have installed, CSGO, and then you want to click on this CFG folder, and then you'll have all these different files in here. You want to look for the file that says config.cfg. You're going to open that up. Alright, so this is really confusing if you look at it to read, so it's really difficult. You guys can, figure this out if you want, but an easier way to figure all that out is to download a program called Notepad++. I'll leave a link in the description. And it's easier just to read it. See, you can see I already have it installed, so if I right click edit with Notepad++, it's free. It's a free program, and there's no viruses or anything, so you can trust it. So there you go. You click edit with Notepad++, and it's, see how much easier it is to read everything, because everything's just singled out. It's more organized. It's a lot better. So this is going to help a lot. If you guys don't want to download it or whatever, that's cool too. You guys are just gonna be stuck with using that nasty other thing. So anyways, we're gonna focus on the config. So Buybinds are what people use, especially like competitive players, to buy guns at the start of a round. So you don't have to go through the buy menu. You just press a certain button on your key. Like let's say if I have the AK-47 binded to my 1 key, I press 1, then it would buy an AK for me at the start of the round. And Buybinds are super effective for getting a spawn quickly to go do different strategies, like maybe if you're going to rush a certain place, like let's say you're rushing the B bomb site at B and you need to buy weapons really quick, then Buybinds are what you need. And they're just really nice and handy and dandy, and this is going to help you get better at CSGO. There's actually a couple different ways of doing this. You can do what I'm doing, which is the config. You can make an auto exec file. I'm not going to show you all the other ways because I have too many problems with the other ways, and I'm just going to show you the config. So if you download Notepad++ and you open up the config file, this is what it's going to look like. Now, so the thing you need to type in to get a buybind or create a buybind, I'll show you guys at the bottom here. So you're going to want to type in bind, and then you want to do space, quotation mark, and then you want to type in a key. And normally you want to do a key that's not being used. For example, you can use your numpad, which is the pad on your right side of the keyboard with all the other numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. I'll leave all the commands for the numpads and the guns in the description, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So the numpad, for example, if I do kp underscore there's a button called END, end. That'll be the 1 key on your numpad. If you press that and then you want to do space, quotation marks again. Let's say you want to buy an AK-47 like that, right? You press the 1 key in game, the end key, and then it'll buy you an AK. So it's really cool like that. Or you can bind multiple items to 1 key. For example, if you do this little sign right here, the dot over the fucking quotation mark, I don't know what it's called. Then you write, I think it's space M4 A1 or M4A4, whichever one. I'll leave the commands in the description. But if you do this, then if you're on terrorist side, let's say, you'll buy an AK if you press this button. If you're on the CT side and you press this button, you'll get an M4. So it's really cool like that, and you can keep adding on continuous commands like grenades, like HE grenade. What else? Flash. You know, you can just keep going. It's on and on. Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, what am I saying? Yeah, you can do that. You can keep adding on, but remember to type in buy. This is really important. If you guys don't type in buy, it's not gonna work. So that you type in buy, and then you can type in your guns like AK. So make sure, don't forget buy. So the format is bind. All right. Then a key on your keyboard. I personally like to use the F keys up here, like F1, F2, F3, F4, you know, etc. I personally like to use those rather than my numpad. Excuse me. Kind of sick, but it's completely your preference. It's whatever fits you. But if you're going to use these F keys up here, you guys are going to want to get rid of the commands that are already set for them. So here my commands are already set. Here you guys can see bind F1, you know, buy AK-47, bind F2. So before, this is different. It'll say bind like F1 auto buy. You guys are going to want to erase all of that. It'll say auto buy. So you guys are going to want to erase auto buy, which is going to be here. Then you want to type in whatever what you want. Like I type in bind buy AK-47 M4A1. So yeah, just make sure you erase that, because like for example, I think F5 on default when you open up the config will be JPEG, which takes a picture of your game. You guys want to get rid of that and type in like buy HE grenade, for example, or buy whatever you want. And you can reset the JPEG key to something else. I think I reset it. Yeah, see, I reset this to KP home for JPEG. So just to make it easier. But just remember, the format for this is going to be bind the key on your keyboard. Any key you want. I recommend using a key that's not already used for something else. And then you guys are going to want to type in buy, and then your gun or weapon. So this is the format right here. Bind, space, quotation mark, key, quotation mark, space, quotation mark, buy, and then your weapon. And of course you can keep on going with your weapon like I said earlier. So that's the format. It's pretty simple this way. And you just, once you're done, you just click file, save, and you're done with the Buybinds. And you can keep adding multiple Buybinds, like I said, bind F1, F2, F3. So AK, op, armor with no helmet, grenades. And then I actually do use my numpad for some other stuff like the defuse kit, the FAMAS, the P90, the P250. And again, I'll leave all the little commands in the description, so you guys will have all the commands at your pleasure, and you guys can use whatever you want. And I'll also leave my specific Buybinds in the description, so you guys can use it as well. But not only are we going to change Buybinds in here, we are going to change some other stuff. So in the last video, I showed you guys how to change your view model to make your gun look different. And it won't actually save in game if you just type it in the console. So you guys are going to need to go in your config and change it here automatically if you want to change it. Now if you want to just keep it at default, you just keep it at default numbers. I'm going to change it to that. This is what I use: 2.5, 2, and negative 1.5 XYZ, like that. And your view model, obviously change that. So that's really important. And some other stuff you guys are going to want to write are rate. So I guess we could talk about rates here too. Rates are for your game. So let's say you enter server. If your game matches the server's rate, it'll give you a better hit detection and all that stuff. It's just a good thing. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just do it. You can also do this in your console, which is probably going to be easier, but I'm just going to do it in here. So you type in rate space 5000, then you could type in what's another command? cmd rate 128 cl underscore update rate 128, and let's see the other ones. Yeah, I don't remember the other ones, but I'll leave the other rate things in the description that you guys can just type in your console, or I'll leave it right here in the video somewhere. So again, you can type this into the config itself, or you guys can just type it into the console, because in the console it'll save the rate settings, just like in the config. So hope you guys like this video. I'll show you guys an example, I guess, of me buying weapons in the game from my Buybinds, just real quickly. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Alright, sorry for everyone talking in the background, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the Buybinds. So I'm just pressing C. There you go, F1. I can buy some nades here. So there you go, I got some nades. So it's a really cool thing. It's a really cool setup. It's really great, and hope you guys like it. I'm gonna go ahead and play some CS:GO now. So yeah.